55. Hey, eat. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 14 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebackers.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on first down, Carr. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So out come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Raider 2.
To throw his Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. The open man here, Renfro.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now a run with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cook. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Come on, fellas.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We can't be stopped. You see me out here. That's right. We can't be stopped. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. After one, it's 9-0. Carr now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
That ball don't belong to you, boy. That ball belongs to us.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it.
He's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down to the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
93.
Check 99.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Carr now on 1st down, and he'll find Moreau here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come to my world. 808. Hey, Zoo.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Don't let him breathe. Bravo. Don't let him breathe, defense.
From the gun, it's Carr.
I got him.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jackson's got his tight end Hurst. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Jackson going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. James has got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Here's Jackson throwing again. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get rid of the goose egg, but still trailing by 8. It's 11-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to the ground, this time Cook.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Oh, it's a wobbler here. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Stills, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
You're mine. 57. Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tim Williams gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass. 2nd and 3. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but it'll be 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run. Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go.
Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Down, 180.
Watch the out.
That's it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for the home team here, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.